Hey everybody, I'm Natalia Bonner. It's day 81. Today I'll be stitching with my inside out machine quilting ruler. You can pick up my ruler, the batting that I'm using, the threads, all the yummy products over on our website, peaceandquilt.com. We also have a lot of links below talking about all the other fun things going on with this stitch along. So make sure you do check out those because you do want to be entered in our weekly giveaways. In the meantime, let's get stitching. Using my inside out machine quilting ruler, I'll begin stitching on the left side of the block. I'll stitch along the left ditch of the block from the bottom up to the top. When I reach the top of the block, I'll adjust my machine quilting ruler and move along the top side, the top right side, down a ½ inch. From that point, I'll line up the first marked line on my 4-in-1 machine, or the inside out machine quilting ruler, and stitch back down to the bottom of the block. I'll adjust, move over another ½ inch and stitch a second parallel line. Once I've stitched back up to the top of the block, then I'm actually going to stitch right back down my previous stitch line ½ inch, where I'll repeat that same process, stitching 2 parallel lines, this time on the right side of the block, and the lines will stop at the previous stitch lines. I'll stitch along any previous stitch lines for traveling. Then after I've stitched 2 of those lines on the right side of the block, now I'm going to move to the bottom of the block and repeat that same process, stitching 2 horizontal parallel lines that are ½ inch from the bottom of the block and a ½ inch above that. After I've stitched those, then I will stitch 2 more straight lines that are parallel to the left side of the block, ½ inch apart, again stopping at my previous stitch lines. After I've stitched 2 of those, I'll move on and do 1 more single line parallel to the right side of the block that's ½ inch from the previous stitch line. From that, I'll stitch along my previous stitch line to the outside of the block, where I'll stitch in the ditch all the way around the outside of the block to finish off this darling design. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed today's block and found a little bit of inspiration with my machine quilting. Now just remember, you can pick up the panel, the rulers, the thread, all of the notions that I'm using in this video today over on my website, peaceandquilt.com. And don't forget to share your progress pictures over on Instagram using the hashtag Let's Stitch with Natalia. That's where we will be selecting winners for weekly prizes. See you all tomorrow.